We're going to be learning about counting rhythms. And the first thing that we need to learn about when we're counting rhythms is the time signature. The time signature is a set of two numbers stacked on top of each other at the beginning of just about every piece of music. The time signature tells us what the beat of the music is. If the beat of the music changes during the song, you'll sometimes see a time signature in the middle of the song, but most songs keep the same beat for the whole time, so you will usually only see the time signature at the beginning of any piece of music. The top number of the time signature tells us how many beats are in each measure or bar of the music. When we are counting rhythms, this is going to be the number that we are counting to. So if the top number is 4, we'll be counting to 4 because there are 4 beats in each bar. If the top number is a 3, we'll be counting to 3 because there are 3 beats in each bar. If it was a 7, we'd count to 7. If it was a 2, we would count to 2. The bottom number of the time signature tells us what kind of note gets 1 beat. This is the note that we will be counting when we are counting rhythms. If the bottom number is a 4, that means that we're going to be counting quarter notes. These right here are quarter notes. If this bottom number was an 8, we would be counting eighth notes. Sometimes you'll see a 2 or a 16 on the bottom. That means that if you see a 2, we'd be counting half notes. If you see a 16, we would be counting 16th notes. But the time signature you'll see most often is going to be 4/4. In fact, another name for 4/4 time is common time. And in some older music, instead of a 4/4 at the beginning of the music, you'll see a C. That means the same thing as 4/4. In fact, let's look at some music here. This is some music I'm working on, and you can see that the time signature here is 4/4. I can change that to a C, and it means the same thing. It didn't change the music or anything. Now, if I go in here again and I change it to 3/4, right now you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 quarter notes right there, and that's the first bar. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 quarter notes in the second bar. Same thing in the third bar. It's the same in each one. There's 4 quarter notes in each bar. That's what this means right here. If I change that to a 3, it changes the way the music looks. Instead of 4 quarter notes in each bar, we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If I want to change it even more, takes it down to 2 quarter notes in each bar. Now, if we change the bottom number, for example, 6/8, that's a pretty common time signature. If you change it to 6/8, it changes a lot right here. It changes. I'm gonna get rid of all this. I'm gonna delete these. Delete. That way we can see the eighth notes, and you can see that there's gonna be 6 in each bar. It's gonna take me a while to delete these though. So I'm gonna change this to eighth notes. Boom. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that makes a full bar or a full song of 6/8. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to see what happens when I change this back to 4/4. Well, it changes these back to eighth notes, but 2 eighth notes count as 1 quarter note. So we've still got 1, 2, 3, and then 4. 4 beats. It's just got different notes right there. We're going to learn more about that later when we learn about these different rhythms and rests and things like that. But there are still 4 quarter notes in each bar when your time signature is 4/4. All right, that's the basics of time signature. Next video, we're going to learn how we count rhythms.